Is Lily ever going to make it on the SandstormYT?
They can apply.
All right. Are you buying Lily?
No.
Well, that is a mic drop moment if ever I have seen one. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike. Make sure you subscribe for daily Saitama content. So look, I've just come off the AMA that Russ did with the Sandstorm team, and I've got to say, from both sides, both the Sandstorm team and Russ, I thought it was probably one of the best Saitama AMAs I've seen. We got lots of very tough questions put at Russ, and at the same time, some very articulate answers, some very blunt and to the point answers, and equally little bit of frustration and pushback, which I thought was really, really good. So we're just going to recap kind of the main things that came out of the AMA and what my thoughts are, and I guess where do we go from here. But look, hats off. I'll leave a full link in the description to the full AMA if you want to go and check it out. But let's kind of talk through the main big points that came out of the AMA. So first and foremost, production quality was second to none. So, and shout out to Russ for going on there. You know, Sandstorm team have got this reputation for no bull. Do you know what I mean? No bull, straight to the point. And, you know, they delivered on that, which I thought was really, really good. So what did we kind of get? What was kind of the main takeaways from it? Well, we didn't really get a deadline for the app, although we have obviously had some news from the CFO earlier that we're going to get it in a couple of days. But Russ was very cagey that we didn't really get a lot. Now, they have finished the work through in terms of the bots. That has been fixed, and Max is just kind of finishing that off. They confirmed the app was fully built in-house. Now, I've covered the Max's company on this channel, and again, I'll link that in the description down below if you've not checked it out. But the company that Max owns clearly is, you know, in EPOS software for kind of retailers, is kind of bringing the staff from there to build the app, which, you know, we thought. So the app is fully built in-house, which I thought was really good. They did address the Steve Rocket crypto, and it was one of those moments where you kind of go, oh, this could get interesting. But again, from both parts, it was really good. So Steve left of his own accord. The difference, I think, between what we got from Russ was the way it came out isn't really how it comes out in business. They're internal affairs. They're dealt with internally. It's generally not done. I guess it's probably only what you'd see in crypto, where you see this public announcement and equally, you know, this kind of showcase of what was going on. So look, again, kind of Russ came out and he talked to there was no hard feelings. They never paid him to come from Shiba Inu. He was, you know, as an influencer and a YouTuber, and was then brought onto the board. I thought it was really good that we kind of talked that through. Again, they reiterated this joint venture in the sense that there was, you know, Russ even has a 1/6 vote in terms of what is decided by the saitamask platform. They then talked a little bit around Russ's statements, if you like, and I know this is a point of contention with a lot of people where, you know, Russ sells these unbelievable ideas. And look, I think if we're dead honest, it is a little play on words. As a YouTuber myself, you know, you do play on words. It's how you captivate an audience. It's how you get people to get interest. So he talks about the Visa partnership, which is basically the payment. Now, we are going to see that Q2 on saitamask as part of the kind of pay options. The UFC, the sole partnership, we saw that with Islam Makhachev that's just come down, which is great. The UAE investors, I think we're going to get some pretty heavy news at the Dubai event for a lot of tokens, not just Saitama. I think we're going to see a lot. And they talked about training simulators for oil and gas and with the real estate platform that's coming out. So not sure 100% what that looks like, but certainly interesting. They covered a little bit about Lily, not tons, and kind of how that came about, Brad being a holder. Doesn't feel like there's loads of hard feelings, although as you saw from that little clip at the front, Russ clearly isn't buying Lily, and they can apply to on the saitamask, which I thought was very, very interesting. The Nasdaq was a paid interview, which, you know, again, liquidity, the view is they will relock that for another significant length of time. Eventually the long-term plan to move to saitamask, and then they talked a little bit about the blockchain, which is exciting. And then I guess the kind of only bit that I thought was a little bit, I'm not going to say unnecessary, but probably just was a little bit woolly, was the whole tell your wolves to calm down bit. You know, can you come out and say, look, you need to kind of chill out and all the rest of it. We know that the crypto space has been super toxic recently. We know that there's kind of a lot of people at the head of that making statements, making things, and I guess arguing, and everyone just needs to relax. You know, I talked again about another video that crypto is, you know, we should be in as a big family. But, you know, Russ came out and said, look, you know, from a Saitama perspective, we don't condone this. We shouldn't be doing it, which I thought was good. But yeah, probably the only bit that was a bit of a low point for me on the AMA. It just became a bit emotional for unnecessary reasons. Tier 1 exchanges, he talked about no real kind of an official statement, nothing that we don't know. very much in the world that says they are waiting for the product to come out. That's what the companies are waiting for the product and the volume. They did talk about the volume. We can look nearly 6 million in volume today going through it, $1.04 billion market cap. So look, that liquidity is getting ever nearer to 16 million as well. So look, usable product, which hopefully we'll get in the next couple of weeks, if not the next couple of days. Then we could potentially start thinking about some tier 1 exchanges once everything is working. So overall, that's a snippet. Again, go and check out the full AMA. But I thought it was a brilliant AMA, and I thought, Russ, if anything, stood there, and even just to go on that show just says a lot. I know a lot of people give Cliff a lot of credit for doing AMAs, but they are a structured, organized Shibnobi AMA where they are, it's the Shibnobi team. This was, Russ was into the lion's den. He was put his head in the lion's mouth, and he kept the jaws from closing, which I thought was really commendable. And look, I hope that we see some more of the team come out, because I think that's how we'll build trust. That's how we get people really fired up. And it did feel a little bit, for a split second, like the old days of Saitama, where there was some still sense of transparency and some real two-way conversation, which is great. Again, I'm trying to get Elon Manser on this channel. I'd love to do an AMA with him. I think he's a very, very clever individual around the marketing strategy. So if you're watching this or anyone knows Elon Manser, hit him up. Let's get something worked out on the channel and do an AMA with you. It'd be brilliant to get you on here. But let me know in the comments down below what you thought of the AMA. But again, hats off to the Sandstorm team, Crypto Realist. I thought it was very, very good. Brilliant AMA. Well done. And let's see some of those green candles. But again, let me know in the comments down below what you think. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.